Let's do some speaking. Hi, I'm Melinda, and in this video you're going to practice part 3 of the IELTS speaking test. I'm going to record some questions and I'll leave some time after each question for you to answer. This will give you practice with giving answers that are 3 to 4 sentences long. Note that this section usually takes 4 to 5 minutes, and it usually, but not always, continues with the same topic as part 2, or sometimes it's a related topic. You should record your answers, and later you can play them back and evaluate. What did you do well? What could you improve? So, are you ready? Listen and answer each question. We'll begin now. Let's talk about animals. What kind of animals do people have in their home? Tell me about an animal you have seen which is very rare. Let's talk about pets. Why do you think people have pets? Do you think that people respect animals? And what about 50 years ago? And so let's talk about the past. And earlier, people used animals for their work. Does this still happen today in your country? Today, a lot of research is being conducted on animals. Do you think this is a good idea? So many animals are extinct these days. What do you think about this? And why is it happening? Thank you. This is the end of the listening test. So these are the questions that I asked you, and let's go through them. So the first one, what kind of animals do people have in their home? It's a question about the present, usually, generally. What do you think? The second one, Tell me about an animal you have seen which is very rare. So have seen is about the past until now. Your answer can be in the same tense or it could be in the simple past. For example, about 5 years ago I saw, and you can talk about an animal in the simple past. The next one, why do people have pets? It's about the present, and here you're being asked a hypothetical question. What do you think? They have them because... The next one, do you think people respect animals? Again, it's about the present. What do you think? And then we go into the past. What about 50 years ago? So here you need to say, in the past, people used to. The next question, earlier people used animals for their work. Does this still happen in your country? And this is inviting you to talk about what happened in the past and what is still happening now in your country. The next one, research is being conducted on animals. Is this a good idea? So this is asking for your opinion. It's mainly going to be in the present. And the last one, so many animals are extinct these days. So what do you think about this? So it's asking for your opinion and it's asking why it is happening. And your answer here, it's happening because, and then you can be in the present tense. So you need to think a little bit about the tenses and what is actually being asked of you. You should go back, listen to the recording and evaluate your responses. Did you use a mix of simple and complex sentences? Is your grammar reasonably accurate with the simple sentences? Did you use only basic vocabulary, or did you also use some higher level words and phrases? Did you speak fairly fluently without too many long pauses? Did you speak too slowly or too quickly? Were your answers relevant? So listen back to your recording and consider all of these things and then identify what you need to work on. And probably you'll find that if you give yourself a lot of practice, you'll really improve. You can find a lot of examples of questions on the internet and on my website. So look at the questions and don't just look at them and think about them, but actually answer them aloud. So that's what you really need practice with, answering aloud until it's quite natural for you. And that's it for this video. If you have a test coming up soon, I wish you the very best of luck with that. For more practice, for tips, and for help with IELTS, check my blog at ieltswithmelinda.com.